Okay, hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and we're in the craft room. But I recently did a craft tour, and all of you noticed that I did not show you where I keep my yarn, and I failed to mention that. So other than these few baskets that I have in here for decoration and my fancy yarns, I'm currently working on plushy yarns, this little basket here. But whenever I need yarn that I need to pull out, this is where I go. So follow me. Right here. This is supposed to be a linen closet, and my sidekick is joining me, of course. She has to be where I am. She thinks I'm leaving. And we're gonna open it. Let me know if you have more yarn than me or if you have less. Let me know what you think. But actually there's a ton of yarn in here that you can't see. So I have a light, and what I try to do is, right now I shoved some baskets up there, but normally my thick yarn basket is there. But since I pulled it down, I stuck some more baskets up there. And then these are more of my 5 weights yarns, the thick ones. And then these are all the 4 weights. This is all cotton in here. And then as we get down, there is way more yarn in here. And I have my thin weight yarn way back in there. The good thing is, I know where my yarn is. I know the baskets that I've put it in and where it's going. And so this is where I keep my yarn. And then this is also pretty handy. So this is normally a shoe organizer, and it hangs over the door. And I just use this for all kinds of little knickknacks and tools that I could use. So anyways, I just use a ton of little storage compartments in here. There's all kinds of things that I could use for my crochet. But we're gonna move on to another location because I promised you some designer yarns, some unique yarns, and that we have to go a little further. So we're gonna go a little bit further. That's in my bedroom. So follow me. Ta-da! So this big cabinet was in the craft room, and this is what I had to move out to put in my recliner. So this is what moved out, and right in these drawers is where I have all my unique yarns. So we're gonna go through all these babies and these babies. These are some huge drawers. So I'm gonna pull these out one by one and we'll go through them. And I do have, at least I think I have quite a unique stash. So let's check it out. Oh gosh. So here is the unique yarn stash that I had in that big, one of those big ones. Let's go through it real quick. Now these lovely yarns are like a mohair, and I got these off my aunt who does a lot of thrifting. And so here's the tag, and it says Spinnerin Frostlin Petite, the silk look in luxury yarn. It's 67% mohair and 33% Orlon acrylic. So I actually have quite a few of these, enough to make a sweater, but of course with as many yarns as this, I have never worked with mohair before, and to work with mohair, I'm pretty sure you can't make mistakes. So it's very hard to unravel because the threads get mended together. So I actually have 16 of those light purple mohair balls. Okay, the next one I pulled out of the box is this Les Osterman Barcelona, and if you look at the the way that it is, it has these little bunches of threads and then it goes narrow. I actually don't know what to do with these. It is also a bit stretchy, and this one is made out of merino, 75% merino wool and 25% polyamide. So this one is a 50-gram ball, I believe. Not sure how much yardage. I have 5 of these babies, 5 of them. I have no idea what to do with them. And this was another thrifting yarn that my aunt picks up. And I don't know what to do with it. So, do you have any ideas? They are quite unique. Okay, this next yarn is a total, it's gorgeous. Wait till you see it. Look at that baby. This is it's dry cleaning. It has rayon, cotton, nylon, kid mohair, bamboo, tencel, wool, alpaca, and poly. And the color name is Tahoe. It's 150 yards. And it says to use needles number 8. Wild Stuff is a trademark of Prism family of stuff. And just look at that. I do think this would make a wonderful like unicorn yarn, or you let me know what else, how you would use this. Look at that price on that baby, $54. This was donated to me through a church. They had no idea what to do with this yarn, and so I took it off their hands gladly. But here is one all loose, so it must have came undone. But look at all those beautiful colors and golds, and to wind this baby, I have not tried it yet, but it's just filled with so many different types of yarn. This could be used for like unicorn hair. What else could you use it for? I mean, definitely if you make some unique blankets and you want to add some, or even shawls, this is just gorgeous. So I have these 2 skeins. So that is another one. It's beautiful. Okay, this next one is a mystery. I have no idea where it came from. And it is this is called Red Heart Boutique Ribbons. And so here we have a very thick strand. And then it also has like an empty space. Right here, there's empty spaces. And on this side, this side, there's no empty spaces. So very unique yarn, very glittery. On the picture, it looks like they made a scarf out of it. So this one, I have no idea what to use other than just like an accent piece. It's rated a number 6 super bulky, and it has 42 yards. So this one is Red Heart Boutique Ribbons. So there's another one for you. What would you use that for? Okay, now this next one I have used before, and if you watch Stitch-a-Dee-Doo Doll, she's been adding this double-stranded to some of her projects, specifically to her angel wings, to a doll she just did, and it gave such a lovely accent. Now you can get this one at Hobby Lobby. It's a sequin, and it's Yarn Bee Bejeweled Sequin Gold, and it was $3.49. Very lovely, very nice to add a trim or accent, maybe even to your baskets. Very pretty. I like this one. Now, this is probably some of the oldest yarn I've had in my stash, and I have made a scarf out of it before that I don't know where it is now. In fact, they were really popular a few years ago, and it is the Fun Fur Prince. I had so much of this stuff because they sold it at Dollar Tree, and I mean, I can just imagine all the toys you can make with this, and the unicorn hair horsehair. The book from the Little Monsters would be cool to use this with. Now I have this in several colors. For me, it's very easy to work with because there's a very strong strand in the middle, and then the strands that are hanging are very, very easy to, see your stitches. So I didn't find that a problem. But this is by Lion Brand, Fun Fur Prints. 6 balls of this. Now this next one is a very unique style of yarn too, and I think you could still see this one. I want to say I saw it recently, but it is this lovely yarn here. This one still has its thing. It's by Lion Brand yarn, and it's called a trellis, a shimmering lacy ribbon yarn for knitting and crocheting. And here again, they look like they have a scarf made out of it, and this one is knit, and they say to use a 10mm crochet hook. But what would you use this lovely yarn for? I mean, it's like a variegated coloring yarn, very pretty. I don't know how to use it because I did try to use it holding together a yarn with it, and I want to say it didn't crochet very well. But then again, I was a beginner, and so I don't know if it just was my crochet stitches. I felt like it came undone, maybe I didn't hook it right. But this is another lovely yarn, and I have 2 of these in this color. I have them in a couple of other colors. What could you make with these? The other color that I have it in is in this black and white. Again, it's the very exact same yarn, just in blacks and grays and white, so not all the colors. So this one I have 3. What would you use those for? Now this next yarn is very similar to the Fun Fur, but this one is by Peyton's, and it's called Cha Cha. Now this one is a little different, whereas the Fun Fur, the strings were very straight. On this one, oh goodness, this is so incredibly soft. I'm pulling from the wrong side. I think it's supposed to be pulled from here. Here's another. But it's called Peyton's Cha Cha. It's a number 6, 8mm hook, and this one is called Salsa. So I have this one in 3 balls. Very easy to work with as well, I think, and it is incredibly soft. Again, I'm thinking that unicorn hair, tails, maybe in creating monsters, or fur to ears to little critters, to certain unique critters. So that is another one. This one is a little different, and it is called Cha Cha. So what do you think of this one? What would you use it for? This lovely bunch of sunshine is from Hobbii, and it is the Diablo. It is 40% acrylic, 30% mohair, and 30% polyamide. This is a very lace weight strand, so I would hold this together to give something just a little more fuzziness to it. So here is a strand of that. Very beautiful, very lace weight, and you would mix this with another yarn to create something. I hope, enough to make a sweater out of it. This is so beautiful. I would love to feel this on my skin. It is so soft. These are often on sale at Hobbii, and so I picked up 6 balls to hopefully make a garment out of that. Okay, now this next one is a very unique yarn as well, and I don't have the ball band, but it was one of those special hand-dyed yarns that I got from the church, and the colors on this are so beautiful and very fall related. But let's just unwind a bit. This has been in my stash for a very long time. I did try to use it before, but I love this, the way that the yarn is designed, and then it has these little ribbons in the middle attached to it. But I think every project I tried to put them in, it was a donation for the church. So I made a blanket or a scarf or a shawl, and I added it to it. It is incredibly soft. This is so soft. So I'm sorry I don't have the ball band anymore. But it was so pretty worked up, but I felt like you couldn't see all the beautifulness of this yarn. And here's another ball. So this is all I have left. I'm wondering what to do with it. But it's very beautiful, very soft. I love it, but I just don't know what to do with it, especially with so little. Okay, now I don't remember where this one came from, but this is super unique as well. Now, I was wanting to make wigs for children who didn't have hair, and I thought this yarn would be perfect. And this one is called Tess Designer Yarn. Tess Designery Yarns. But look at that. Look at that. I thought that I could create a lovely wig of some sort, hair, like a hat that mimics hair. And so that is why I have this. I thought I could use that, and I never did get around to doing it. So this one is 100% nylon microfiber, 334 yards, hand or machine wash, hand dyed in Maine, easy winding instructions inside label. So this, I have no idea. I've never seen this type of yarn before. But it is very smooth. It's silky smooth. It's like a ribbon. So, I mean, does it call it ribbon yarn? Very nice. And I have 3 of these. Isn't that something? These are so cool. And it's like the color on that is what the color is on the picture. It's like a blue, very dark blue, but shiny and smooth. So that is another yarn I have. What to do? This next one is not so special, but it is in my unique bin because it is quite probably old, and it is Lion Chenille, it says. So it's by Lion brand. It's called Lion Chenille, a velvety soft yarn spun to surround you in splendor. And this one is a little like a flat, more flat velvet rather than the velvets that are more rounded. This one seems more flat. So it's in my special yarn pile, and I have 2 of these, and I'm pretty sure I got this one from my aunt through her vintage yard sailing. So I mean, through her yard sales and what are they called? I don't know. Where she goes yard sailing often. This next one is my signature color, and I have a ton of it. I don't know how many balls I have, but this one is by Bernat Brushed. Very vintage turquoise. There you go, my signature color. So this one is 62% mohair and 19% wool and 19% nylon. And it's moth-proof and washable. So this is another one that you would normally knit and make garments with. I have quite a few of these, so again, I need that special project, that special garment pattern that I can use this up in. So yeah, I really like this. I really love mohair. I'm just scared to do it because, like I said, if you make a mistake, there's no undoing it. At least I haven't had practice with it. So, but I have plenty to practice with, right? Okay, this next one is by Moda. And a very unique yarn. Again, another yard sale find. And it's probably pretty old. I mean, the price on here was 99 cents. And it does look like this one's have seen better days. But again, this one is more furry than the other ones and so soft. But once you separate the strands, it doesn't look so bad. So you get to see all this fun fur. And this one is called Moda Coats. Let's see, made in Spain. 100% nylon and 89 yards. So I have a few of these in two different colorways. I have this pinky and more orange. I feel like this could be used for a lion's mane. What else do you think? And this hot pink one, it's just so cool. Again, you could make sweaters out of this. It would give it more depth and feel to it. So there you go. Very nice. What do you think? So that's the next batch of yarn. I have that Moda yarn in another colorway. Check this out. Look at those colors. Beautiful. Now, what would you use this one on? Oh my goodness. I can't even find a strand. It will be fun trying to find the end of this baby. Here we go. Same, it's so soft. I would love to fill this on a garment. It's so beautiful. I really do need to use it though, because it is, I mean, it is quite old. It's Moda DEA Wild. So there's another colorway. I have 3 of them. Very cool. Now this next one is a vintage one, and it's a single ball. It's a long lost single. Now this one is very furry too. Not as soft as the other ones, but what a neat texture. It's Bernat, 80% acrylic, 10% mohair, and 10% wool. And this is Stormy Teal. So since I only have one, this one might be good for using as, I don't know how to use it. I don't know where to use it. But it's one of those specialty yarns that you have to hand wash and lay flat to dry. So one ball wonder, what could I use it for? This next one is very close to the fun fur, if not almost the same, but it is called Nitty Knitter. And I have quite a few balls of this too. There's like 7 balls in here. So here we go. This is this one. And oh my goodness, is this silky, soft, and smooth. Now this reminds me of the fun fur one, where it's a very, very thin strands. So I really like this one. This one would be cool for some toys. I mean, would you use this on a garment? I'm not that crazy, I guess. I don't wear that much stuff that's crazy. Found another fun fur and that hot pink at the bottom of the barrel there. So we have this one, and then this one is a plain white. Also very similar to the fun fur, but this one, the strands seem a little shorter and a little more closer together. I don't know where I got this one. But this would be good for maybe a bunny tail, if you make a pom-pom bunny tail. On the tips of ears, if you wanted to give something a little fur. And then I have this lonesome. Now, this one says Angela yarn, $2.94. Now, this one reminds me of like the spongy material. But it's not. It's definitely a yarn. But that's what it reminds me of. I think this would make a good washcloth. I wonder if it's cotton. Yeah, I don't know if it's cotton. It doesn't say anything about that. But I think like one of those face scrubbies. That's what it's really, it's soft, but it's very dense to get all those in-betweens, like if you wanted to get some makeup off your eyes or something. So I really like that. I think I have a plan. I have a plan for one of these because it's only one, so I'll make some little face rounds for me. Okay, now I have never purchased yarn thread, and this reminds me of yarn thread. It's very vibrant, but I don't know what it is. And it's like a rope, you know? So I would hang photos with this. I don't know what else I would do with it. Again, another lovely donation. It's a gorgeous color. And then this one got a bunch of fur on it. This thread, which is, you know, definitely a cotton thread, but it's seen better days. It's got some stuff in it. So my aunt must have got this at a yard sale too. Very beautiful color. Just don't know what I would do with it because I don't ever crochet with little cotton thread. Have you crocheted with cotton thread? And I know you can make bookmarks and stuff. And I know Strawberry Bonnie Crochet really got into because she finally tried cotton thread because she picked up some vintage. So we'll see. We'll see if I open this up. Okay, I'm going to go grab the second box. Okay, so this next batch of yarn isn't that quite unique, but they are vintage yarns that I have received from my aunt or that I've purchased. So here's the first one. Not sure, but when I saw this, I wanted to make a garment out of it. Very beautiful peach color. And this is definitely vintage, incredibly soft, as the label says. It's by Karen, and it says Dazzler. It says exceptionally softness, color, and sheen, and it is true. But it also has that that fuzz to it, so it's very soft. It's reminding me of that new yarn they came out with called Brushed. I like that one too. It's real soft. So I only have 5 of these, and the yardage on this is, they don't tell you the yardage. I don't know how much is in here. They just tell you that you need 11 to make this lovely blanket on here. That says that you need 11, but I don't have 11. So. Anyway, this next one is also vintage, and it is even a lighter weight. Definitely a like lavender pink color, but also maybe beige. And this one says Dawn Mo Spun, moth proof, non-allergenic, machine washable, and dryable. And it's 100% or acrylic. And look, I mean, the amount of fuzz in this little strand, beautiful. I have a whole bag of it. I have 6 balls of this, and I really do think I could make a garment out of this. It's called Honey Beige. I think that's a great name, Honey Beige. Now all of this came from a Hobby Lobby clearance haul, hand-dyed yarn. I thought I would really like this. I've worked with it before. Can't say I'm a huge fan, but it is nice yarn, and I've got some unique ones here. So we'll see what I can make with these, but you know, for $3.74, you know, gotta give it a try. So this is my Hobby Lobby hand-dyed yarn collection. And I believe this was a gift to me through one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. This is the Peyton's Croy socks. Now I have quite a few of this color, so I kept them together so that I could try to make something out of it. Maybe one day I'll be able to make some socks for the whole family. I don't know. So we'll see what comes of this. I'm keeping it because I'm hoping I'll eventually make socks. I believe these next 2 also came as a gift from a subscriber, and this one's called Whit Sunday. It's 56% cotton, 22% polyester and 22% acrylic. And I love this feel of this and the design that you could possibly get. They're one of each color, so not sure what I'll do with these yet. But there you go. They were $5.99 somewhere, regularly $12. So very cool yarn. Never seen anything like this one because it's variegated, but then it also has like colors in it, and then it's twisted. So it's very cool. I like it. This next yarn is because of Elise from, gosh, I don't remember her name. Elise Rose Crochet, maybe. I think that's what it is. You know who I'm talking about. It's Les Petite Saint Crochet. Anyway. She changed her name, her new channel name, and I'm glad that she changed it, but now I don't remember it. You know the yarn that she loves, right? Here's my collection. Oh, she made me do it. I have this gorgeous blue turquoise color. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So that is one that I picked up. Then I got this ice blue color. I feel like it doesn't get it good on camera. And then I have this turquoise color. Made in Peru, 4-weight yarn. Okay, so they don't have color names. They have dye lots. So they give numbers for colors. So there's the third one. And then I got this like dark blue one. Very pretty. This feels so soft. I have never worked with it. And if you saw her latest video, I have that color that she has. So I was like, oh, I have that color. That's not new to me. So that it is like that mustardy color. And then this one is so unique. It has like different colors in it. It has dark greens, turquoise, like a forest. It's like a forest color. Very neat, very different colors in there. And so does this one. This one has like purples and pinks in it. I forget what it's called when it's mixed in. So there's that one. And then I have this gorgeous green, this heart-stopping green. This is beautiful green. So there you go. I know you can't see them all in the frame. But this is my Barocco vintage and I haven't touched it. I gotta touch it. I gotta get into it because this, just pulling it out and feeling the yarns in all of my unique yarns, this feels amazing. And I want to definitely use these yarns. They're so gorgeous. Okay, I gotta try them. Now these next colors feel glorious in my hands. Whatever this is, it feels amazing. Pure baby llama. Oh my goodness, this feels so amazing. And I was hoping I could make a bear out of that. It feels so luxury. And I have 2 of them. So I was hoping to make a bear out of that one. Oh, I have one more Barocco vintage in this brown. So there you go. This one has different colors of browns in it. Very cool. So that was a part of the Barocco. And this one also feels amazing. Mirafloras by Cascade Yarns. 80% alpaca, 20% nylon, and it's very thick. Very cool. I picked these up in San Diego, these next batches, all these Barocco vintage. I picked them up in the San Diego yarn crawl. So those are some browns I was hoping I could make a bear out of. And this one as well. So I have 2 of them. 2 of them. Awesome. Okay. And then I also picked this up. This is that one that feels super amazing. And this one I got for free visiting the yarns, and it's Marisoft Space Dyed Punita yarns. And then I also got this one. I'm not sure why I got this one. Maybe this one was given to me, or this was part of the free one. Very beautiful. Has lots of greens. So that is my unique yarn, my fancy yarn stash, other than the baskets that I have behind me, which I have not gone through, but it's some more Sorella yarn and probably a few yarns that I bought off Etsy that I just had to have. So I got to really break into these. Yeah. So what do you think of my yarn collection? Let me know. Let me know what you have. Let me know any ideas you got, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.